What's going on, guys? HGHJD here, and as you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about Chainsaw Man. And what are we talking about Chainsaw Man specifically? We're talking about the hybrids. You know, you got your favorites like Chainsaw Man. You got your favorites like Katana Man. You got your favorites like Bomb. You got so many different hybrids, but what if we ranked them? What if we ranked them weakest to strongest? That's what we're going to be doing today. Now, to start off, what are hybrids? Hybrids are basically what happens when you fuse a devil with a human and they make a pact deal of, hey, if I live in your body, you get to have my powers, but in exchange, I have to live inside your body. So it's a win-win deal for both people. Now, this isn't to be confused with fiends. Fiends are people like Power and Beam. Power and Beam are corpses that are possessed by devils. Yes, Power and Beam are dead people, but they are just possessed by the specific devil that represents them. But fiends are the weakest version of a devil. So yes, that entire time we see Power and Beam fighting, that is the weakest version of the Blood and Shark Devil. Just imagine that, right? Power was already a pretty decently powerful person. Imagine her at full power, you know? Or contracted devils. Contracted devils are people like the Fox Devil and the Ghost Devil that are contracted with humans like Himeno and Aki. Now that out of the way, let's get to it. At number 8, the very last place, there's not to say this is the weakest guy, not to say this guy's weak or anything, but obviously there has to be a last place for everything. We have the Spear Hybrid. The Spear Hybrid is strong enough to throw a spear through a full-powered Chainsaw Man. However, he's the slowest of the 8, as he was the last one to catch up to the Chainsaw Man. He has the same regenerative abilities as the rest of the hybrids do, and obviously he has his spears. Now, he's not too great. He has barely any feats to go off of, and that's what we're gonna see for a couple of them. There's not a lot of them that have almost nothing. It's just that a lot of them came from the Chainsaw Man fight where they all got absolutely demolished. I'm gonna tell you this right now, any Chainsaw Man feat from that fight is gonna be it's gotta be preface this by saying that the Chainsaw Man basically dominated every single hybrid and made them all look extremely foolish and dumb. Now that's out of the way, go on to number 7. Next up is the Longsword Hybrid at number 7. He's strong enough to smash through concrete, has regenerative abilities just like all the other regens, and even then, he can fight while having a chainsaw through his chest. Now again, he has basically the same feats as the spear, but just a little bit more impressive because he has feats of endurance. He can take pain and still fight. But again, that's really about it. Nothing too spectacular about the Longsword or the Spear Devil. At number 6, we have the Whip Hybrid. Her whips did actually seem to hurt the Chainsaw Man, and is the third fastest to catch up to the Chainsaw Man while he went through 5 buildings. She has a regenerative factor like all their hybrids, and obviously for weaponry, she has her whips. Again, she fits in the same category as Longsword and Spear. She didn't really do anything. She was in there. She has one fight in the entire series, that being the Chainsaw Man fight where they all got absolutely embarrassed. So that's really it. However, number 5 and up, then we will have a conversation. Next up at number 5 is the Flamethrower Hybrid, aka that little bitch, Barum Bridge. I haven't liked a character this badly since Gabby from Attack on Titan or Mineta from MHA. That's personal feelings, nothing really goes in the power scale with those kind of things. Those are just personal things about my feelings about this character. Anyway, he's strong enough to take down an apartment and could pick up and choke Nayuta with one arm. He was the second fastest person to catch up to Chainsaw Man after he went through 5 buildings. He has a first IQ feat. He's extremely manipulative. He is so manipulative to make Denji turn into the Chainsaw Hybrid, and hopefully the Chainsaw Man by killing not only Meowie and his dogs, but Nayuta as well. So basically what Bayram did was he gaslit, not gaslit, gaslit the wrong word, made Denji go through extreme grief and rage to where he couldn't contain his emotions, and Bayram basically just wanted the Chainsaw Man to come out completely. He didn't want the hybrid. He wanted the man that took on all the hybrids at once. He wanted Puchia, basically. He wanted Puchia in his true form. I don't know why he wanted... I know why he wanted that, but I don't know why he wanted that. Bayram's a messed up guy. Now, outside of his IQ, he of course has the regenerative abilities that all the other hybrids have, but even without it, he can take several gunshots and avoid Naya's mind chain. And even when it got connected, he could resist it due to being under Makima's chains. So even after Makima's death, he's kind of resistant to any kind of mind control in that verse. You can't control Bayram because he's still connected to Makima. And his flamethrowers can reach tens of meters. So he's pretty solid in combat, but we're only at number 5. So let's continue. Next up is a very, I'd say, popular hybrid, the one that's kindest to the test of time. It's the Katana hybrid, aka Katana Man. The reason I say this is because he's the first hybrid we see outside of Denji. He's the first person to kind of look like Denji in a way. So for him to be at number 4 and eclipse 4 other hybrid people, that's pretty good, because usually the first character you see kind of really fade into the background unless they're seen consistently. We don't consistently see Katana Man. He's there for a couple scenes every once in a while, but then usually fades into the background. So I'm really surprised with him. Now, he is again, being the second hybrid, holds up pretty well. He's strong enough to send Denji through a roof of a train, tackle Denji in his hybrid form through concrete, and cut through the Fox Devil's head. He could kick Aki so hard he breaks concrete blocks that he obviously lands on, which would require 2,500 to 500 pounds per square inch of force to pull off. And he pretty much low diffed Aki after he used the Curse Devil. So he's really strong. He's extremely strong. But I should preface this by saying this was early Denji. This really wasn't prime Denji. As for speed, he was the first of the hybrids to catch up to the Chainsaw Man after going through 5 buildings. And way back in volume 3 and 4, he blitzed Aki and hybrid Denji. He's got the standard powers like regen, but the guy has tanked falling from buildings and going through several walls and could somehow still survive the Curse Devil attack. However, he couldn't really fight after that. He kind of had to get saved by Arcane, but he could still, he was still there. His brain was still active. He can react to characters like the Ghost Devil in Volume 5 Denji. He's got his swords. He's got his sword draw dash, which is basically his super speed attack that you guys saw when I'm sure a lot of you guys thought that was bullshit when you first saw it. Anyway, he's not bad. But these next 4 are the heavy hitters of the hybrids. These next 3 are the guys that give the hybrids their name. Next up, we got my girl, the Bomb Hybrid, as at number 3, aka Rize. She's quite the beast. She basically one-shots Beam, almost levels a 3-story building, destroyed a tractor trailer, destroyed a whole street with a missile kick, and is superior to base Chainsaw Man, hybrid, but got no diffed by Puchia's true form at very, very generous low diff. I'm not joking. They got absolutely demolished. I'm sorry. As for speed, she can blitz Beam and got in front of a car that was going at top speed, and they had a massive head start. She's quite durable as well. She tanked a kick from the Violence Fiend, can tank her own explosions, and tanked falling from the sky at high velocity. But don't think she can't take some pain once, she loses some, when she, gets, I'm not going to say penetrated because I like to penetrate Rize anyway. Once she, breaks skin. She can still fight even with her arm sliced off. So don't think removing a limb will remove her from the fight. She will still fuck you up if that happens. Now, she can react to people like the Fox Devil, bullets, and even the Chainsaw Hybrid. And I'm I'm not talking about the Katana when the Katana Man did it. I'm talking like almost prime chainsaw hybrid. Pretty much almost prime. She's quite the offense, having explosion creation, explosive spark, self-explosion, and torpedo transformation. Her defense is the standard regeneration that other hybrids have. She's the only hybrid that can fly by using her explosions like Bakugo from MHA does. And she is quite skilled being an assassin from the Soviet Union and trained under Kishibe. And she's also quite the acrobat. And her range is pretty good, tens of meters with her explosions. Now, she is extremely good. Really, really good. But let's talk about number 2. All right, we have finally gotten to number 2, the runner-up. We have the Crossbow hybrid, aka the very skilled and feared and harem haver, Quanexy. So right off the bat, she is one of the smartest and most skilled fighters of the hybrids due to her feats as a human. She is strong enough to send Kishibe and Aldo out of a window, and then she did the same to Hirofumi. And she could do that while picking him up over her head. She can carry 3 people at once and block an attack from the Chainsaw hybrid. Not the Chainsaw Man. Or not Puchia's full form. Just like regular Denji Chainsaw hybrid. She could take out 69 dolls and humans with clean cuts, knocked out Aki and the Angel Devil, takes out Denji, Kusakabe, Tamoiki, I've always had trouble saying his name, and Hirofumi in seconds. And then one-shots the Katana Man and the Longsword hybrid. As for speed, she is definitely the second fastest in the group, blitzing 69 humans and dolls, Aki, and the Angel Devil all at once. She could also blitz the Longsword hybrid and blitzes several fake chainsaw hybrids. As a Devil Hunter who's been doing this for about a decade, she's extremely smart in a fight, on top of being bilingual in Chinese and Japanese. She is strong enough to fight through having both of her legs broken and acted like nothing happened when she got shot in the wrist. She can also react to characters like Kishibe, Denji, Hirofumi, Katana Man, Longsword Hybrid, Asa, the War Devil, the base doll monster, Santa Claus, and the Chainsaw Hybrid. Not the full power Puchia true form Chainsaw Man, but whatever's below that. So basically, it would take Puchia's full form to take out Quanexy. No lower than that. She is so skilled, she was able to outmatch Kishibe and Hirofumi in hand-to-hand. In fact, Kishibe flat out states she is the best in the world in hand-to-hand. She also likely has the best range with crossbows. Now, Quanexy, she is an absolute beast of a combatant. She's one of, if not my favorite character in the series, but come on now. I've only said his name so many times. Let's get to number 1. Alright, this is the only part I didn't script, so if I repeat myself, I really do apologize, but I feel like it's so goddamn obvious to everyone that the number 1 character, the number 1 hybrid in the series is Chainsaw Man. So if we want to go off of the chainsaw, like the true form Chainsaw Man, Puchia's true form, this isn't even a contest. Puchia's true form basically beat everybody, including Makima, by the way. Makima got blitzed, and according to her, I forget which number it was 23 or 26. Makima has lost to that form of Chainsaw Man 23 to 26 times. She has lost to him so many goddamn times. If we're going just based off of the pure Chainsaw Man, like pure, no filter, Puchia's true form Chainsaw Man, it's uncontested. This form of Chainsaw Man has the power to erase other devils and their entire existence. Did y'all hear me? He can erase your existence if he eats you. Like, I don't think I need to say it anymore. Now, where would regular Denji fall? He'd probably be at he'd probably be around Rize or Quan XE level. Maybe below Quan XE, around the same range as Rize. Because, yeah, he's not too bad, but he's not Puchia's true form good. You know what I'm saying? But I hope y'all are satisfied with this little analysis of ranking them from, was it 8? Yeah, 8 to 1. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Like if you want to see more videos like this. Subscribe to me if you want to see more videos from moi. Comment what you want to see next. Go subscribe to Underdog Productions. That is basically an amateur acting channel that me and my friends do. We make movies. We're currently working on a series called Ranger's Bounty, where I'm actually the main character of the show. So go check that out. And Underdog Productions, which is a gaming channel. It's a gaming and analysis of gaming channel. We do post funny moments of ours during gameplay, but we also post rankings. We post gameplay analysis. Not gameplay analysis. I don't know why I'm saying gameplay. Game analysis. Like, for example, my friend Gabe, he's the main star of that channel, but we all have a part in it. He has done videos on Project Madness, Project Nexus. He's done videos on Abiotic Factor, Silk Song, stuff like that. I also will be doing stuff on that channel, but I'm actually gonna have a specialty on that channel, which is basically this: ranking things weakest to strongest. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And go subscribe to all those channels, including mine. See you guys. Love y'all.